Shalom. It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
The ISUPK, under Commander General Yohana, will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hit sand down. All you gonna see is a lot of men down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center.
We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the middle part.
For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to isupk.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on living. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout.
The
We just want
Lord's
the grade.
54th annual Passover, April the 1st, is coming down to Raleigh, North Carolina. Commander General Yohana has done it again. You don't want to miss this. Pull yourself. Pull yourself.
Test. One of you can hear me. One of you can hear me, and two of you can't. All right. Shalom Yahbashim Yahshabrak to Akim. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Al-Athan Bashim Yahshah to all of Akim. All right, I'm preaching also 500 also Yahweh Shap Ya'Allah out of One West headquarters. Right, and today is the law class, man. Y'all know how we give it up for the law class. All right, bring out your apocryphas, your scrolls, your precept books, and we're gonna get it on. All right. This will be a follow-up to last week's law class, right? I was filling in for priest also 500 also Sha'al. Okay. Right, let me get that, who turned the truth of God into a lie, right? And before, while the priest is pulling that up, right, I wanted to share a very root book out of our study guide, right? And it's called From Babylon to Timbuktu, all right? Get this from the study guide. This is very important, right? This is a brother in the world, right? A black author, right? Rudolph R. Winslow. He was not in the truth, right? There's a lot of meat here. Okay. Now this brother shared some information, right? This is a name we brought out. This is page 84, right? In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. All right. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. All right. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people, meaning you black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, during the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Now here it is, right? It says Jewish slaves, right? We know that there's no black Jewish. Right? We know that this brother, right, unlearned, right, wrote this. We know that this is Israel, man. All right, you gonna drop that, right? Why is it very important that we know this history, right? Because after this, right, after this, even before this, we had a history of going astray, going off, right, and not following, not following the law, statutes, and commandments. But once this happened and we fled, we learned the way of the heathen, right? We forgot who we were, right? And also we went into captivity, right? When we went into captivity, when we went into captivity, right, we faced much hell, right? Being raped, being hung from trees, right? Being slaughtered, right? Having our families put apart, right? The Caesar Borgia, right? The Jesus Christ that even till today in the 21st century, our people are still worshiping. Right? Now, let me give you a photo of this author. This is another one of his books. Right? This is one of my favorites. You get to go to The Valley of Dry Bones, right, by the same author. Okay, and this is a picture of him. All right, there you go. All right, so these books, this is called The Valley of Dry Bones, right? Which knows how you know most time crazy. How my meet you again? Very good. Wow, talking most crazy. So this one is The Valley of Dry Bones, right? This is one of my favorites also. You get these for very cheap. Right? I bought these three, right, for the price of for the price of one, right, for the low. Okay. And they've been here with me for the beginning of my career as a priest. All right. I recommend that you get it. You can pull that precept off the script. Last week we had a technical issue with the sound, so that Akim online, right? We brought out the history on the Catholic Church, right? Rodrigo Borgia, right? The sixth Pope of Rome. There's another book, right? And the study guide is called Know Your Popes. Right? Know your popes is very important because being priests and prophets here under the UPK banner, right? You must know your history. You must know this. We have brothers and sisters so destroyed, right? They don't want to hear nothing out of this book. According to them, this is a white man's book. This is a fairy tale book. All right, we know what this is. All right, so let's say you encounter somebody that doesn't want to hear the scripture. We know this is the rule, right? Now you have artifacts. Now you have a history book. No matter how much destroyed our people are, right? How much stiff-necked and ignorant they are, right? Everyone likes to learn something they don't know. Every single one. All right, they might not know that they're the salt of the earth, and you pull that hook, line, sinker. You don't woke them up. You did your job, right, and woke them up out of the valley of dry bones, man. Right, that's every priest and prophet's job here, right, in the school. If you have they have a Netflix series called The Borgias, right? The Borgias was a crime family. Last week I brought out Alexandra Dumas, Alexandra Dumas, right? The Celebrated Crimes. He wrote a book about Cesar Borgia, right? Who you ignorantly call as Jesus Christ, okay? And his whole crime family, his sexual relationships with Leonardo da Vinci. It's very important. You know that this is all fact checked, right? You know how we do it in the law class. We give you straight facts and we get down to the root. All right. Like, share, and subscribe, Barbara Kishore. All right, it's time to sign the sign-in sheet. You can pull that as you got it, sir.
God. Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Who changed the what?
Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
Of the Most High into a lie, man. All right. If you didn't know the bits of history that I brought out thus far, right? You would think that the lies that were given to you coming up was the truth, right? We would think that Jesus Christ, right, was a white man. We would think that there's a so-called Jewish white man somewhere that died, right, and started Christianity. Read that again, sir.
God. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie?
The truth of the Most High into a lie, man. All right, and this is the truth right here. All right, if you know history, right, you know about King James, you know about the Geneva Bible, you know about the Heritage Bible, you know what they did, as I brought out General Pompey in 70 AD, right? You got to trace it all back. You got to swim deep. You got to swim deep, man. And as we continue, we're gonna expose your so-called religion, your so-called church. All right, that's my job, man, as a priest and prophet on the commanding John Yohana, and the men above me. I owe them that much of a duty. All right, read on.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Worship and serve the creature more than the creator, man. All right, the creature will be the oppressor. Right. We already know who the creator is. Read on.
Who is blessed forever among.
Who is blessed forever, man. And if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, if you seek the Most High power's faith, right, you too will be blessed forever. You too will be prosperous. You can drop that. Give you the next precept, for sure. I know you're holding a couple. Let me get through. You call it.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 15.
Right, let me get there with you. 7 and 15, read on.
Beware of false prophets.
Beware of what?
False prophets.
False prophets, man. False teachers, man. All right, your Pastor Paul Chop, your Catholic Pope, all right, your Baptist, what they call them? Deacons, right? They call them, you got deacons, bishops, all these types of so-called titles. You understand? They're what? Beware what?
False prophets.
False prophets, man. All right. And Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2, it says, you know, our gates languish, right? Through the morning, and our gates therefore languish, right? The gates are a symbol, right, or a metaphor to be protected, right? And your spiritual leaders, right? These disgusting, transgressing church leaders, right? They're supposed to be your gates, right? That is straight false, man. Martin Luther King, right? He was a false prophet.
That's right.
Right? And it's not just him. He's just the famous one. And you know what? You know what? He was a nobody during Rosa Parks since it's Black History Month, right? He was a nobody. He was young. He was unknown, right? But his father named him after the oppressor, Martin Luther, who took 14 books out of the Old Testament, right? Who turned the truth of God into a lie, man. Wake up, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. All right. Read on.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
And sheep's clothing, man. That tie, that three-piece suit, that soothsaying. Read on.
But inwardly, they are raven wolves.
Raven wolves, man. OG Mike says it all, man. He wanted white women during segregation. Poor Rosa Parks. Poor Rosa Parks, man. He was out there supposedly representing Rosa Parks, man. All right? She went to jail, got beat, and she didn't want to sit in the back of the bus. Back in her day, you had to pay, get off, go to the back, and board the bus. That's some real unlearned stuff, right? I need more than that.
Nah.
Give me verse 16.
God, verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruit.
By their what? Fruit. By their fruits, man. Drop that. You shall know them by their fruits, man. All right. What are they known for, right? To bring that tithe 4 or 5 times on a Sunday. They changed the Sabbath into a Sunday. Right? You have to highlight these names: Constantine, Pompey, Cesar Borgia, Rodrigo Borgia, Lucretia. All right. You can drop that. Give me the next verse. Matter of fact, give me Parham, them two disgusting, that devil and that coon, man. Parham and Mr. Seymour. Let's blow them up really quick on screen, right? The reason why I bring them out first, right, is because in the world, this was where my roots were in that nasty drug called Christianity, man. All right, Pentecostalism, right? Over 400 million followers, right? They too fed me as white Jesus, right? They too spoke in tongues, right? Y'all probably got aunties and grandmoms or mothers that speak in tongues, right? We know that's a damn demon because there is no interpreter. All right. The first thing they'll tell you is that that's a language between you and God. Right there tells you that they don't know the scriptures because the first language on the planet Earth, right, is Lashawan Kadash. That is the language of the angels, man. That is your true language, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You can read it right there. Okay, that's them. That's that devil, right? Parham, right? He was an evangelist. He's the reason why some of the Christian denominations, so-called Christians, in tongues, right there. Parham, right? William Parham, right? An evangelist. Right? First of all, the scriptures ain't for that heathen. All right? And the other one, man, I want to big up Commander John Yohana, right? Because it was Commander John, and big up Precinct Captain of 13,000 right? Slacker. Kawada, sir. 10,000 priest and Captain Kataza, right? Because he did he read this out for Commander General. That was my first Passover, the 47th Passover, right? Seymour, right? And this coon, right? I want to big them up because they the ones that put the veil from my eyes, man. Right then and there, man. I was sold at the 47th Passover. They brought out my forefather Joseph. They brought out these two disgusting uh like I don't even they're just disgusting, man. You got a devil and a coon, man. All right. Now Seymour, he was the son of slaves, man, in Louisiana. All right. And he was the puppet. The puppet master was William Parham. All right. You could drop that. Right. That's just another example. Right. You got your Baptist, Episcopalian, right? What else you got? The Salaki, hey, big up to that sister Safar Nath, right? She just was briefly here and brought it up to the Mormon people, right? The Mormons, the, what was the Mormon leader? Salaki, the one that started Salaki.
Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith, man. Joseph Smith is a damn devil. All right. Joseph Smith started the religion of Mormonism, right? Or Latter Day Saints. All right. You got the Jehovah Wickedness. All right. I call them Jehovah Wickedness. All right. So hey, big ups to Priest Nostrils 5,000 also Hazard. That's right. He inspired last week's law class, right? And he mentioned something about this book. The one that so-called blacks and Hispanics and Americans think is a fairy tale book, a white man's book, right? He said all these religions read the same book. So how come only the ISUPKs don't want to put it? Right. All these so-called leaders, right? All these so-called leaders, all your so-called spiritual leaders, right? How come they don't know this? They're not in the truth, man. The Christian church is a farce and a lie. And why is it important? Because we're destroyed, right? They rape your children, right? They sleep with your wife, right? Understand? They send your soul straight to hell for 10%, man. They rob you blind, man. When I woke up, man, I went straight to my church, right, in the world, and I asked for all of my tithes back, man. I encourage it, man. It's like, can we get the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 9? All right. Yeah, good. That's right. That's right.
Oh, God, Lord, man. That's on the radio.
False advertising. All right. It's so important, when I started studying as a young man, right, and eventually became a teaching officer, I went right back to my mom and I said, "Hey, man, what's this?" My mom was lost. You see what it says here? It says cult leader. She said I was in a cult. Right? She shout out to my mom when she's watching. My mom is no longer lukewarm, all right? She be in class on the low. All right? Most times crazy. Read the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 9.
Malachi, chapter 3, verse 9. You are cursed.
You are what?
We are cursed.
And you're cursed, man, because you don't know who you are. You don't know your identity according to the scriptures. Right? Read on.
With a curse.
With a what? With a curse, man. You see your face for Paul here, man. Our ancestors spit in the face of the Most High Power, man. And if you think that that has nothing to do with you, you are a selfish person. You are sadly mistaken. Read on.
For he have robbed me.
You have what?
Robbed me.
That right there, that's Pastor Porkchop robbing you of all your time. You hear it on the news. She won the lotto and got sued by Pastor Porkchop. Got her income tax and got sued by Pastor Porkchop. We see them all these fake teachers, right? These pastors, these so-called prophets dancing over money. Don't let them be one of the other nations. They out there in front of the congregation eating grass, telling the women in the congregation to take off their panties. God, so verse 8. You start at verse 8.
Verse 8. Where a man robbed the Most High.
The water. That's the water. Verse 9 highlighted. That's your tithes right there. All right. You out here struggling to pay your tithes in the church, right? Let's say you need something. You know what that Pastor Porkchop went to that wolf in sheep's clothing gonna tell you? Pray on it, brother. Pray on it. Hallelujah. Right? That's what he's gonna tell you. What's the purpose of paying tithes? Commander Jerry Hunter, man, you know, he builds schools and he feeds our people, man. Right. I went up to the priests and officers that they doing food drives, man, right, throughout all of Israel. Under that you can get, all right. You know, I hear. Oh, there you go. Hey, Sean, put him on blast. Put the camera on this priest and prophet right there. That priest knows over how. Damn right.
Yeah, man, they're coming out over there.
Yeah, I'll go get him. Get up to that water right there, man. All right. On his lunch, he come to the school to serve the Lord, man. Hey, get that sister right there, man. Get that sister right there. And big ups to that sister. Came in here with a bunch of toiletries for the Lord, man. All right? Everybody puts their work in, man, in this school, man. We are all one body, man. Right? And if you're watching online, man, big up yourself, man. Join us at the Lord's Passover, man. First, all right? We ain't got to worry about no pork, no getting robbed, no nothing. If you'll learn, let me tell you what you will learn. You'll learn that Christ will come back that way. You'll learn about love, true love. Love is action. You'll learn some brotherhood. You'll learn some decorum. All it took for me was one Passover. Big up to the men above me, man. Still swinging their swords till today. All right, back to that food, right? Back to that food, man. You know, the men above me, man, they had that mission to a crew. I stopped hearing these fake Israelite groups out there, man. After that, the Lord is with them, man. They're just that Christian church, man. All right? You continue reading?
God, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. Well, a man robbed the Most High.
Read on.
Yet he has robbed me.
They have robbed the Most High, man. Right? That damn Catholic Church, right? That's a nation within itself. All right? Everyone who's a Roman Catholic, anything Catholic, Orthodox Catholic, right? They're all one nation, man. They robbed the most line, man. All of the denominations of Christianity, those are the weak ones, man. All right? Those are the little niggas, little people. All right? Read on.
But he said, wherein have we robbed thee?
Here comes the fake out. Right? Read on.
And tithes and offerings.
Tithes and offerings, man. Tithes and offerings, man. Our tithes go big up to priest also 5,000. Also Yatazar, man.
That's
All right?
right.
Feeding and clothing our brothers and sisters in Haiti. All right. And many other places. Big up the prison department, man.
That's right.
All right. They don't go unnoticed either. Right. All right. Big up to the camp leaders who take unwanted babies at the camp.
That's
or
right.
at the school's doorstep, man.
That's right.
All right. Your Christian church is gonna say, pray on it, brother. Read on.
Come. Verse 9. Ye are cursed with a curse.
A curse with a curse, man. Remember the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28, man. No one is excluded from the curses, man. The Most High Power of Israel does not discriminate, man. Read on.
I'm good right there.
God, sir.
Precept, I got
More.
Matthew 3:10.
Most High in
It
Christ.
says, and now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. Therefore every tree which bringeth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Mm.
All right, and you became the good tree. And
That's right.
Damn right.
In here, good fruit. You know what I mean?
That's right.
All the par young, man. I get hyped when I see my Hebrew teacher, man. Most High in Christ. All the par young, man. You would know them by their fruits, man. We brought that precept out earlier, man.
Right.
All right. Here is the home of the truth, man. Any more on that, sir?
For ye have robbed me,
Ye have robbed me, man. Read on.
even this whole nation.
This whole what?
Nation.
This whole nation, man. Time and time again, right? You've heard us bring out that there's 18 nations in here, man. All right. What that last verse said? Even this whole what?
Nation.
Even this whole nation, man. All right. We are not them. They are not us. We are a separate people, a set apart people. We smell different, speak different, dress different. All right. Always remember that. You can drop that, right? Let's get that who started your church, right? We're gonna put the rest of these on blast real quick, and we're gonna continue on with the class. Let me know when you got it on screen, over Kishore.
Comes.
Most High in Christ. All right, so here it is, right? Big ups to Priest and also 500, also all right, for sharing this. All right. So Martin Luther, right, in 1517, right? He's the one that Martin Luther King's dad named his son after, right? He's the one that took these 14 books out of the Bible, right? He was a Lutheran, right? All the way from Germany. He's the one that came out with a thesis and challenged the Catholic Church. We all know what it says in the scriptures about adding or taking away. It's like, can we pull that real quick? Right? It should be right there in the notes bar for sure. All right, adding or taking away, right? You don't add or take away, all right, from these scriptures. Okay, this is why it's very important to study, to study history, to study to show thyself approved. All right, because this right here, these 14 books, right, they're part of the Old Testament. You understand? They're part of the Old Testament. And the Christians, right, they'll be quick to shove a New Testament in your face. You understand, Aki? If you don't understand the Old Testament, how are you gonna understand the New Testament?
That's right.
All right, you're gonna sound like them. Understand?
Good.
Concert.
Have you said that? Because the Old Testament, okay, the New Testament is a magnification of the Old Testament.
That's still right.
And then when you read the Old Testament now, it's all about the leading up of the Romans coming in, why we're there, and the same pattern all along about these race wars.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you take away the Old Testament, now they got words in the New Testament that'll say strangers and Gentiles. You know what I mean? And then now it's like, oh, it's not talking about race.
That's right.
You read the book from the middle.
Right.
Who starts the movie in the middle?
That's,
You know what I mean? That's definitely they said. You know what I mean?
that's great. And our people, they don't know the meaning of that word, Gentile. I have cousins that so-called Pastor Pork Chops themselves, and they say, I'm not an Israelite, I'm a Gentile. Real quick, with pork in their mouth. All right, and they don't even read King James. They refute King James. They read the NIV, right? Say that again.
ESV.
The ESV, right? What's the other one?
The new King James.
The new King James version. I remember I came in here. I like to give gifts, right? I bought a gift, but I had some doubt, so I went to Captain Shema Wahala. And I said, "Like, is this UPK blue?" He goes, "Nope." I went right in the garbage, brand new. All right. If it ain't King James, it ain't right. All right. You can read that when you got it, Paul Kashur.
God, Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 2. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you.
This is Moses now, right? This is in the book of Moses, right? This is the law. This is in Deuteronomy. Read on.
Neither shall ye diminish aught from it.
Aught from it, man. Is that it?
That ye may keep the commandments of the Most High your power, which I command you.
Which I command you. And all these, read on.
Verse 3. Your eyes have seen what the Most High did because of Baal Peor. For all the men that followed Baal Peor, the Most High thy power have destroyed them from among you.
Damn right. You know, some of our people have to they want to be like Thomas, right? Thomas needed to see to believe, right? And this is all the way in the Old Testament, man, in the book of Deuteronomy, all right? And they diminished the truth. So we out here believing we're Egyptian.
Right.
Wait till you read them. Feed your people Exodus. Feed them Deuteronomy 28. Right. Feed them the history of 70 AD. Right. Teach them their popes, a lot of, especially the Issacharites, right, and the Shemaiwans, right, the so-called Mexicans according to the Bible, right, and the Dominican brothers, right, all Catholic. Teach them that. Watch what happens. Teach them that. Watch what happens, man. All right. They changed the truth. Who else we got? Let's go back to that form. Who started your church? I'm gonna bang on the churches today. All right.
That's right.
We got Henry. What is that? Henry VIII in England. If you're an Israelite, study all about England. Call them brothers over there. Call the school in England. All right. Call Captain Mashak. I think Captain Mashak's over England, right? Get at Captain Mashak's feet, man. All right.
Oh, Captain Parashio.
Oh, for water, for Parash, Salakia. That's a hell of a brother, right? Captain Parash, right? Parashia. He did that. He the one that inspired me to do that. King James is black, man.
That's
All
right.
right, that's where I got it from, right there. That captain, right there. All right, so he started the Anglican Church in 1534. This Henry VIII in England, right? We got John Calvin, the Calvinist in Switzerland. This Christianity going to and fro the earth, destroying people. All right? You got the Presbyterian, right? 1560. John Knox, Scotland. The Congregationalists, the Episcopalians, right? The Baptists. New York, Joseph Smith. This man's bold and said that an angel came to him and gave him golden tablets. You understand? I don't know. Show me in the scriptures where the Most High appeared, with his angels to a heathen. To a heathen.
So I was
This
going to
John-
say exactly the same thing.
This Joseph Smith is a heathen. All right? He's of another nation. This ain't for them. You got all these people claiming your heritage, claiming your lineage. All right? That's why it's important. That's why it's important for you to study and come back to the Most High power, man.
That's right.
All right, let's go back down. It's in the year 33. Here you go. In Jerusalem, you got Jesus Christ. And here it says it started the Catholic Church, man. Blasphemy. This is whostartedyourchurch.com. All right. Who started your chart? Who started your church.com. Right. And at the very bottom of it, it has our King Yahushua with a pagan name of Jesus Christ. It is a transliteration of Greek. Right. In Jerusalem, and in the year it says 33. Right. I believe it says 33, and then it says Catholic. So he's the founder of the Catholic religion. Right? Now last week, lucky.
Do this.
God,
Yes.
lucky. So last week we brought out you got Russia, right? Also Paratazar brought out Russian icons. Right, all that's in Russia, man. They'll tell you, right, all the facts. They're devils themselves, right? Over there in Rome, right, the Pope, and in his chamber, in his private prayer chamber. He goes and sits and kneels down to the Black Madonna, right, and Christ. What does that tell you? But they paint you, our king, as a white man.
That's right.
All right, let me get that. The earth is given unto the wicked, right? Bible Kashar. And this is why, man, because it doesn't matter how many divisions of that particular people, whether you want to call them Turkish, you want to call them Roman, right? The Bible calls them the nation of Edom, all right? The nation of Edom. right? And those are who ruled the world, man. See, we were the head. We were the head, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, and we became the tail. All right, we became disobedient. We became defiant. All right, and they became the head. And they, what do they do now? Now they're in the power, and they know who you are. They know all about it. They got everything. They know exactly who you are. They call you nigger. They call you wetback, and they call you spick, and they rape our women and slut them out. And then look, you see it all through social media, right? You got our big brothers, the what do you call it? Slovakia. Our men of war, right? And you effeminate them. Oh, here dancing with tights and you got.
Salakia, so what you saying? So everybody on One West, because this past Sunday on Let It Be Known, we put an article that in the English church, God don't have a gender. So they pushing that now. So they looking for gender neutral words to change the Bible. So certainly the man of war, that scripture's not there anymore. What is it? I think it's Genesis 15.
Right.
That's gone. That's gonna be gone.
Exodus 20.
Okay.
And when I meant men of war is our brothers out there in the world. Right? You see them they look like they take care of themselves, right? But they sound really feminine, you know. Some of them walk towards the rainbow. Or the music industry, they wearing skirts.
Right.
You know, they want to kiss up on each other. They all believe in God, though.
They do.
They all believe in God. But see, what we brought out earlier, you would know them by their fruits. You can read that when you got it, Bob Kishore.
Job 9:24.
The earth is given to them and the wicked.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's who got the world right now. Right. You black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, we're not of this world. Just like our king said, he's not of this world, man. He said, give up the world, man. Give it up. Give up your lust. Fight your flesh. Our Hebrew Academy brothers, man, we know what that is. Yeah. Fight your flesh, man. Give up the world, man. Put on thy strength. You can drop that. You can give me the next precept. Go on, sure. Unless you want to chime in.
If I could.
The
brothers were bringing out, way back from the food drive, the brothers were bringing out something heavy about what he said about the brothers in prison. Brothers in prisons are straight geniuses. You know what I mean? They're making wine, straight alcohol out of raisins. They're heating, they're making soup, they're boiling soup with batteries.
That's
what are they doing?
Making
everything.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese sandwiches, cakes.
You know what I mean? The little resources, they living like we out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maximum facility got phones in there. I can do that.
Right.
Brother, yeah, geniuses in there.
Yeah, it's a lot to say from me. Even what I'm saying, it's unlawful and it's against the law, but they don't have no ink and they make ink.
That's right.
So they make ink.
They make.
I just scraping off, the red off of paper or whatever.
Oh, carbon
ash.
Yeah,
carbon paper.
Yeah,
They go to their law library.
Yeah. And it was heavy about what President said too. One time America didn't even have paint.
That's
you know what I mean?
Right.
George W. Carver in Ohio had to invent paint.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Brothers in prison is just making paint. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
They make
Making out of ash.
weapons of war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that.
That's a different world right there too.
Yeah. Like weapons of war. Them brothers is expert martial artists.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
I would say
Amazing men in prison.
I would say guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
But that's right there, you know, with the precept that the Adawan pulled out, right? The hand is given to the hand, the world is given to the hand of the wicked, right?
Yeah.
That nation, that wicked nation, is in control of the world of the prison system.
That's right. That's right.
Some of them are private prisons.
Yeah.
I think it's $17,000 a year to house you, black man, Hispanic man, Indian. All right. So we get screwed both ways. Crooked cops here, and they send you over there, and they got you slave labor. Them chairs you sitting on in the schools, you made them, black man, Hispanic man. You understand? A race war, they have us fight against each other in there.
That's right.
All right, and some of these religions ain't even in there. They got specific religions in there. And guess who's the spiritual counselor? A damn devil.
That's right.
An oppressor. All right. And you got the Ishmaelites. And some of our people down with them too, praying to rocks. That's Catholicism right there. That's idol worship. All right. Praying to a rock 5 times a day.
Right.
Speaking Arabic better than the Arabics themselves.
Right.
Why is that, man? Because you are cursed with a curse. Give me the next precept, Baba Kishore.
God. Malachi chapter 2 verse 1.
This is, you know, if you think that these so-called priests and prophets don't get punished, here it is. You can read it when you got it.
God. Malachi chapter 2 verse 1. And now, O ye prophets, this commandment is for you.
This commandment. Don't spiritual leaders tell you the law is done away with. Read on.
Verse 2. If ye will not hear, then if ye will not lay it to your two hearts.
2 hearts.
To give glory unto my name.
Not blaspheme his name, but to give glory, to give honor. Read on.
Saith the Most High of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessing.
Curse your what?
Blessing.
Curse your blessings, man. Anything your heart desires, man, if you serve the Most High, man, you will be given it. All right, but if you don't, right, he's gonna curse your blessings, man. He will cut you down. Read on.
Yea, I have cursed them already, because ye do not lay it to heart.
You do not lay it to heart, man. We serve the God. The power of Israel is a jealous power, man. The heart is the mind. Pastor Pork Chop ain't gonna tell you that though. All right. They know how to manipulate people, swindle people. All right. Those people are the saints, man.
Right.
Those people are the nation of Israel, man. You black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Read on.
Verse 3. Behold, I will corrupt your seed.
Corrupt who?
Your seed.
That's your children. Read on.
And spread dung upon your faces.
Now that's black talk for you.
Right.
Dung. All right. Now, because I don't want to get censored, right? It's SHIT. On your what?
Faces.
On your faces, man. Read on.
That's a lot. Even the dung of your solemn feast.
Solemn what?
Feast.
What was yesterday?
Valentine's Day.
Who?
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Show me Valentine's Day here.
Right.
All right. All full of dung. All right. Read on.
And one shall take you away with it.
And one shall take you away with it. Read on.
Verse 4. And ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant might be with Levi.
With Levi. Those Moses was a Levi.
Right.
All right. Those were our spiritual leaders, man. They're the so-called Haitians today.
Right.
Their biblical name is Levi. Read on.
Saith the Most High of hosts.
Says the Most High host, man. The power of Israel. Read on.
Verse 5. My covenant was with him of life and peace.
Of life and peace. Read on.
And I gave them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me.
He feared the Most High. You got our people out here destroyed so they don't fear nothing. Instead of saying they fear God, they say they fear the IRS and the feds. Read on.
And was afraid before my name.
Before my name. And a lot of people, right, because they've been taught wrong, they use the Most High's name in vain, man. Read on.
Verse 6. The law of truth was in his mouth, and iniquity was not found in his lips.
Oh, hear that, man. And when you go to church on Sunday, watch the iniquity come out your spiritual leader's mouth, man.
Right.
Read on.
He walked with me in peace and equity.
There's no peace and equity in none of them religions, man. And by the way, this is not a religious book.
Right.
You were taught that this is a religious book. All right. This is a history book. This right here is about you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. Read on.
And did turn many away from iniquity.
Keep reading, sir.
Verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
There is no knowledge in that Christian church. There's nothing but lies and iniquity. Read on.
And they should seek the Lord at his mouth.
Seek the Lord at his mouth. Read on.
For he is the messenger of the Most High of hosts.
The messenger of the Most High of hosts, man. All right. These people, they're corrupt, man. They are corrupt. They turn the truth of God into a lie. Read on.
Verse 8. But ye are departed out of the way.
Read on.
Ye have caused many to stumble at the Lord.
Because they tell you that the law is done away with.
Right.
That we're under grace. Read on.
Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, saith the Most High of hosts.
Give me verse 9.
Verse 9. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people.
Before all the what?
People.
All the nations, man. Read on.
According as ye have not kept my ways.
My ways. Right?
But have been partial in law.
Partial in law. All right? You can't be lukewarm. You got to be locked in, 10 toes down.
Right.
All right? You got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. You got to want it. I'm tired of being the head, the tail, Salaki.
Right.
All right? I want my people, I want the victory, man. I want my people to get back the kingdom, man.
Right.
I want that sky to crack, and I want to see it happen. That's what I want. That's what I want. Right? I want justice.
That's right.
I want Give me that. For when the righteous are in authority.
God.
All right. That's what I want. I want the 144,000 reign in the world, man. Governing the world, man, with our king. All right. I don't want this wicked kingdom no more. It hurts when you see a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man out there with no shoes on.
Right.
Smelling like hell. Destroyed talk. You got some change. If I ain't fear the Lord, I have to look at him 3-4 times. Like, man, that might be an angel, man. You know what I'm saying? That might be my test right there. A lot of our people like they'll curse at him. You know, they'll turn them away instead of helping them. Instead of loving that person as you love yourself.
Right.
Like you better than him.
Right.
That's the first thing I learned here, man. Ain't nobody better than nobody here, man. We're one body. We're better than them other nations, I'll tell you that much.
That's right.
We're a set apart people, man. A nation of kings and priests. You can read it when you got it.
God, Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The righteous are in authority in the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. I want it for the world. Our people out there we go out there every Friday, right? On them streets, boots on the ground, right? Classes 7 days a week. That's righteousness, man.
It's lucky, sir, because when we in authority, other countries don't have to think about, you know what I'm saying, they kids getting kidnapped,
Right.
they women getting raped,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, they fathers getting beat. They don't have to worry about that because the righteous will be in authority.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's eating mud pies. They don't got to think about none of that. We would take care of the whole world.
Yeah. Our king fed how many with fish and how many bread?
I think it was on
5,000.
5,000.
He fed 5,000 people with how many fish?
One fish and one bread.
One fish and one bread?
Single loaf of bread.
Come on, man. But when first reading, sir?
God, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
The people mourn, man. Judah mourneth. Judah mourneth. We out here dying, man, off the drugs. Them same wicked people bring it in here into the ghetto. They done stole everything. Now they want to wipe you off the face of the earth. What's that devil name that said black people should be exterminated? It's that female.
Margaret Sanger.
That's one of them. That's the
Planned Parenthood.
the water. Give that water your hand. All right. Black people. What's the other one? Vote for me, but he said black people are roaches.
Joe Biden.
President Joe Biden.
President Joe Biden. All of them, you know, big up to the Isupk curses, man. I find myself always in the Isupk curses, and that gives me more work to do, more study to do, and it opened my eyes with Latin America, because I can really see that full-fledged in Latin America. You understand? Man, we curse the Illuminati, right? All of them presidents are what? Masons. All of them. We're voting for these oppressors, man, when you're supposed to be voting for one of your own kind. You understand? And they mock you. They give you a so-called black man. right? But he ain't black. He ain't one of us, right? Obama, he was a Hamite,
Right.
according to the scriptures. He's a heathen. He ain't one of us. What did he do? He resurrected Saddam Gomorrah, man. Every fudge bucket done came out the closet. You see how they got them that new boot style? What they call? Them Astro boots, right? See that wave that's happening now with them boots? The Skittles company made a lot of money when gay rights was legal. The education system changed.
Right.
I was under that generation that was raised up where gay meant happy. They changed books.
Right.
Gay means happy. Now gay means what?
Well, I had something to say.
Go ahead, sir. Bring
Rocky, the LGBT community is so bold now. We all know who Aretha Franklin is, right? She got a song called Natural Woman. They trying to ban that song. The transgenders are trying to ban that song, Natural Woman. Trying to take it off of Spotify, Apple.
Natural Woman.
Or because the term natural woman offends them.
Offends them. You know what offends? That the wicked destroy our people. That far, they're that far gone.
Right.
That a man thinks he's a woman. They feminize the man. And you know what? Some of you got dragons at home that do the same thing with that masculine spirit, man. That's a learned behavior, man.
Right.
That's right.
You understand? That's why it's important for you to gather together, O nation not desired. I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand? We are not desire. We don't desire each other.
Right.
See, regardless if you destroyed it now, right? I bet you got some kids.
Right.
But now you got work to do because now you got to teach them which bathroom to go into. Now you got to teach them about pronouns and possessives and verbs and all that, right? My pronouns this.
So like I said, don't forget, you gotta use those pronouns when you're talking about the Most High.
Give yourself a hand, please. Right. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. All right? This ain't a joke, man. This ain't a joke. But they'll spit at us at camp. They'll throw water bottles at camp.
Right.
They'll come up and heckle. Our people is so full of demons, man. So full of demons, man. We got some wicked niggas out there too, man. This is why it's important for you to know your history, study, come back. I guarantee you one thing. It's like the Most High cleared that sea, right? And had our people cross. Half your burdens will be gone, and you'll be blessed instead of cursed blessings. Any more than
La.
that? Give me the next precept, Baba Kishore.
Come.
This is no joke, man. It's no easy task. The minute you, what Captain Khan said, say your name 3 times is a Dundee, and your life is no longer yours, man. Your life is no longer yours. And we all got slaves.
Right.
Meaning some work. You read it?
Come. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
This book right here, this book of the law, the one that your spiritual leaders say is a fairy tales book, right? Right? A fairy tale book, right? A white man's book, right? Read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Meditate, man. Your life ain't your own. That's part of the study to show thyself approved, man.
Right.
This is the original Facebook. Right here. Right? Ain't nothing more beautiful. You walk through the house, man. Or you come in from a long day's work and you find your rib doing this right here.
That's right.
You feel me? Head covered and all. That's a blessing, man.
Yes, it is.
Read on.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
No, some of what's written.
To all that is written therein.
Also, Paratazar.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Slack. We get don't lay with a man as with a woman. Slack. Also, Paratazar and I can. We go over this every time we link up. Right, bring that's the pandemic right now. That is the pandemic, man. You gotta nowadays you can't even go out to a bar no more without knowing if that's a dude. You know, they be breaking necks. I don't do the club scene. You never find me at no club. Nope. Priest or no priest. Ain't nope. Nah.
It's like, sir, if I may.
Come on.
I brought this out. I brought this out during my class about, you know what I'm saying, you don't know if that's a man. You know how the saying go, if it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a duck. You can't use that anymore.
Right.
You cannot use that anymore.
They kill my head.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The slave master is such a deviant, perverted bastard that you don't even know. You don't even know, and that's experimentation. That's experimentation.
That's defiling the temple of God. The body is a temple, man.
And people worship the creature.
That
was
the first precept, damn right. That was the first precept we brought out, man. You read it when you got it, sir.
God, Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman.
With a what?
Woman.
Read on.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them have committed an abomination, man. And that's who turned the truth of God into a lie, man. Let me ask y'all here in the room and online, right? Akim, right? Can a woman be a priest?
Lies.
La, right? Why are there LGBTQ churches now? See how this is nice and black, right? They got them all rainbow now. All right? Women pastors.
So like you said, they got it on the buses. I don't know if y'all noticed
yes.
the buses, the new truth.
The what?
The new truth.
Get out of here, man.
With LGBTQ with the Bible open.
Get out. With the what?
LGBTQ with the Bible open, called the new truth.
Good night.
And they promoted it in New York right now on the buses.
No, we're gonna have to boycott this damn bus thing, man. Let me lock it. Let me get the Most High don't change. Lock it. We can end it. We can end it with that. Oh Lord, the new truth. I'm glad I'm in the home of the truth.
That's right. Right. That's right.
Big up to all the generals, man. They never dropped their sword, man. They stood strong. They endured black man, Hispanic man, Indian man. All right, all them sisters out there. Don't be deceived. All right, come on home into this body, man. There ain't nothing out there, man, but more death and destruction, man. You can read it when you got it.
God. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Most High, I change not.
I changed what?
Not.
No, I change every presidency.
Not.
I change. What's the LG what? Help me out here.
I think it's LGBTQ.
Even that changes every 3 weeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They add a different letter.
They added how many letters in the alphabet?
There's like, what, 36?
36 letters in the alphabet.
How many letters?
Each one of them stands for a pronoun for their sexual deviancy, man.
They put a plus on the end.
Oh, a plus.
Say plus.
Oh, man.
Say gay alphabet.
3 weeks from now is gonna have a MC equals what?
And square.
No square. Any more than that, sir?
Mathematical equations.
It's insane. It's insane, man. The scriptures say, "Raise up a child, man."
That's right.
Now they teaching them how to put on condoms in the school. What? I'm an Ephraimite, man. I'm blessed with children. All right, shout out to the tribe of Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? All right, listen, we don't play with our children, man. I don't think no tribe does, man. You know, you see the other side of God. You will see the other side of the power that I fear. You mess with my children, man. All right, we can end it with that, man. The word of the Most High is a two-edged sword. All right. This right here, man. This is the word. All right. This is the word right here. The word of the Most High. All right. But it's like a two-edged sword. All right. The Most High does not discriminate, Akim. He don't discriminate. Anybody get it, man. All right. And if you woke up right to the truth, you are held more accountable. Especially if you're a priest.
Right.
Don't think that you get an easy pass. You get it 10 times worse, man. You're held to a higher state. Y'all heard priest John Muhammad, right? The bar is so high. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the bar is so high? Why do you think scholars dwell here? Warriors dwell here. Their integrity is deep, man. Have that same zeal out there in the world, man. Hey, big ups to the brothers, right, who gave the keys to their churches to Commandant General Yohana.
That's right.
And joint this body, man.
That's right.
All them churches closed. Let all the churches close. Let them burn, man.
That's right.
Let all our people wake up. You got what I want, sir. The word of the Most High is a two-edged sword. We'll end it with that. We have announcements and promos. Any questions in the room? Any questions online? Is another guerrilla warfare tactic, right? Be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. This is spiritual warfare. This is the law class. You read it when you got it.
Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
Any anointed priest up here, man. Earlier, I'm paraphrasing, earlier we brought out, and in the lips is the law, it's the truth. That's that tongue, man. Life and death are in the tongue. Every priest and prophet has a two-edged sword in his mouth, man. Read on.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Of soul and spirit, man. You cut them with the truth, man. I can't quote it the Old Testament. He quoted the law. So how can you sit there and be deceived by these child molesting, pork eating transgressors of the law and say that our king started Catholicism, our king started Christianity. You understand? Ain't more than that.
And of the joints and marrow.
Of the joints and marrow, man. That's your bone marrow, man. Ain't more than that.
And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Of the heart, man. The mind is the heart, man. Set your mind aright, man.
Right.
Wake up with the Most High. Walk with the Most High. Don't drop your sword.
That's right.
We want no cowards in our camp, man. I'm priest Nosa 500 Osa Yawasap Ya Allah, right? And I pass the class over to priest Osa Sha'ol.
Clap it up for the class. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Move for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'aisha ra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, which we all know that Purim is March the 5th.
Right.
And we also have the Passover, which is April 1st in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. Any upcoming high holy day or ISUPK function, make sure you look on the back of your bulletin board or go to isupk.com for further information. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, scarf. And with that, men of Israel, Amadia, which means his hand. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadia Shabbat. Amadia, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Yahweh, which means hands down, saw face to sister. Sister Amadia, which means stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amadia Shabbat. Amadia, Barak,
Yahweh Shema, Hashem Yahweh.
Yahweh, which means class dismissed.
That's how it's Christ.
The class was so good, I was going to leave, but I had to stay. I'm upset at myself right now.
What is the class was so good?